Are you tired of missing out on important form submissions? What if I told you that just with one Google form, you could instantly get a Telegram message and send a personalized email automatically and without writing a single line of code? Watch this video until the end and I will show you exactly how to build this in just about 10 or 15 minutes using make.com. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're automating a common but powerful workflow, getting real-time alerts and sending confirmation emails when someone fills out your Google form. Whether you're collecting leads, sign-ups, or inquiries, this is for you. So the first step is to go to Google Forms and set up a brand new form. So we're going to use this form for the purpose of this video. So what you need to do is you need to go to docs.google.com and you need to click on this button, which is about creating a completely empty form. And I've already created a sample form, so I'm going to show you how this looks. So this form is about a free website audit, and as you can see, this is the title that I've given to this form. And then it contains around 5 different fields. So it has full name, business name, website URL, email address, and then there is a question: what are your main website goals? So once we have created this Google form, what we need to do is we need to make sure that the responses are saved into a Google Sheet. So when you create this Google form, there will be 3 options at the top, and then you need to click on responses and you'll see this button, but then the title of the button will be different. It will be like link to Google Sheets, and then you basically need to click on this button. So you need to select an existing Google Sheet, or there is an option to create a brand new Google Sheet where the responses will be saved. So step number 2 is to go to make.com. If you don't have an account in make.com, please click on the link down below in the description and you can sign up. So once you're inside make.com, you need to create a new scenario. And the first component of our scenario is going to be Google Sheets. And this component is about watching for new roles in Google Sheet. So you basically need to select the spreadsheet which you have linked to your Google form, and this is exactly the one that I have selected here. You also need to choose the sheet name, and you need to make sure that the table contains headers. And what we want to set as a limit is number 1. So this means that it's only going to give us 1 record at a time. So the next component in our scenario is the array aggregator. So this is just to make sure that we can get all the required fields that we need from the Google Sheet. And in our case, we want the full name, business name, website URL, email address, and then the answers for the question, what are your main website goals? So we don't need like roll number, spreadsheet ID, and all the other fields which are kind of irrelevant to our processing. So once we have defined this array aggregator, then it's time to basically add the iterator. And what this means is basically it's going to give us access to all the fields from the array aggregator. So the next step is to set a variable. So you need to choose tools and then the option to set a variable. So I've given this variable the name summary, and then in the variable value, I've basically extracted all the information that a given user has submitted as part of the Google form. And this is the message that will be sent to us in Telegram. So as you can see, the message is going to contain a complete breakdown of all the information that our customer has submitted. and we can quickly use this as a reference and decide what the next step should be. So the next component in this make.com scenario is the Telegram bot. So this component is responsible for sending messages. And in this case, what we need to do is basically we need to use the summary variable in the text field. And then we need to get the chat ID of any conversation between us and the chatbot. And we want to basically send this summary as a notification to ourselves, just so we know exactly when a new form has been submitted and just get a complete summary of what answers our customer has provided. And in order to create a connection, what you need to do is basically you need to create a new bot in Telegram. So I'm not going to cover this in this video, but I'm going to add a link somewhere on the screen to one of my previous videos on how to do this. It's pretty straightforward. It takes like less than 5 minutes to create a new bot on Telegram and get all the information, or actually the token that you need to enter in the make.com scenario. So you can see here you need to enter a token in order to create a connection. Last but not least, the last step in this pipeline is to actually send a personalized email to our customer. And for this purpose, you need to create an email connection, and I suggest use any custom connection, not Gmail, because Gmail comes with limits, and yeah, you might not want to go this route. So you can choose any email provider from this list. So I suggest using Zoho Mail. I'm not affiliated with this company in any way, but yeah, so basically for $10 per year, you can get like an email box. And then once you do this, then it's very straightforward. So you just need to enter your email address, then the username and the password, and boom, you've got a connection and you will be in a position to send as many emails as you like. And what you need to do in here in this email component is basically once you have set up your email connections, then you need to enter the email address of your customer in this field, and you can get this from the iterator. So you can see that when I put my cursor on this field and then the iterator component kind of flashes, then you need to add a subject to this email. And after this, you have an option to choose the content type. So it can either be plain text or HTML. And this is the actual body or content of the email. So you can see hi, then the name of the person. Thank you for requesting a website audit. We will get back to you within 24 hours. So you can enter any text that you like in this field just to make the email as personalized as possible. Once you have defined the email component, you should be in a position to run this scenario and actually test it out. So let's test out this scenario. So first, what we need to do is we need to make a submission. So we need to submit a Google form. So this is the Google form that I have created earlier. And what we need to do now is we need to enter all the required information and then submit this form. And after this, we can run the scenario and see what happens. So full name, let's say Kirill, business name, AI Conversations, website, let's say website at ai.com, and then the email address is going to be this email address. And after this, what are your main goals? Let's say increase traffic, more sales, And yeah, I think this should be sufficient. So once we have filled in all the required details, what we need to do is we need to click on the submit button, and you can see that the form was successfully submitted. So the next step is to go back to our make.com scenario, run it, and see what happens. So let's click on the run button here. So you can see the scenario is up and running. I heard the sound of basically Telegram, and you can see that the whole pipeline finished successfully. And we also sent an email out. So let's go to Telegram because you can see here my tab is actually flashing. So you can see that I got a message in Telegram, and it contains a full breakdown of all the answers that we entered in the Google form. And yeah, this all comes from the variable that we defined. And as you can see, it has all the details like name, business, website, email, goals, and then when we actually received the form. And last but not least, what we need to do is we need to check our Gmail account just to see if we received a personalized email. So if I open Gmail, then you can see that we received an email from AI Conversations. So if I open the email, you can see that we received an email, and this is exactly the information that you saw in the make.com scenario. So it's basically hi, then customer name. Thanks for requesting a website audit. We will get back to you within 24 hours. This setup can easily be extended for CRM updates, Slack alerts, and many more applications. And that's it. You've just built a powerful no-code automation using Google Forms, Telegram, and Make.com. If you found this helpful, smash the like button, subscribe for more no-code automation tips, and comment below what other tools you would like me to integrate next. Thank you very much for your time, and see you in the next video.